Disclaimer time, Touhou belongs to Zune. Any pictures, videos, or music here belong to their respective owners. So let's get this started. From theme songs, to long-living animals, and ridiculous strength. Hello, Magi here, and welcome back to another episode of Interesting Touhou Facts, the series where I talk about facts from Touhou that I find either fun, unusual, or simply interesting. So without further ado, let's begin the Interesting Touhou Facts number 24. Number 5. When I think of wild animals, especially ones that have grown old, I think of them as smart and lucky bastards, as growing up in the animal kingdom is a tough task. Depending on what creature you are, you could be on top of the food chain or the bottom and be devoured by every bloody thing in sight. The one thing I would have never thought was them developing magical abilities. In Touhou, if an animal lives a long time, they may develop magical powers. Tay, our lucky little rabbit, is one of them. I guess her luck did help her after all. So lesson here, if your rabbit passes 9 years old or so, expect that rabbit to become a yokai in the future. I'm not for sure how I feel on that. Number 4. Now when it comes to music, Touhou has a shit ton of them. No lies there. But Marissa has something unique about her, if you will. She's got the most amount of original themes for her, 7. Raymond would be the closest with 6. Not to clarify, I'm only counting boss themes and not stage themes, as Lotus Land Story will give each girl another song, which still ends up with the same results. I'll do this in the same format as I did with my character profile for Marissa, so each song will be played for 15 seconds. I'll leave an annotation to skip to the next fact. So in order, there will be Love Colored Magic, Dim Dream, Vessel of Stars, Casket of Star, Dance of Witches / The Witch's Ball, Love Colored Master Spark, Oriental Dark Flight, and Magus Night. Number 3. I want to talk about Magi once more. So I stated in my last video, she's probably based on some mythical wolf / dog creature. Fair enough. I want to talk about her appearance. So in Mountain of Faith, she didn't get a profile like many other mid-stage bosses. She was, however, shown in Oriental Sacred Place, Chapter 1. I'll show you. Not a full body shot, but the best we could get at the time. Now let's switch to Symposium. If you see this picture now, you'll notice something different. Her ears are missing, and her hair wouldn't obscure it as you see in Oriental. The ear's pretty big. Now, is this another case of the whole Aya wing deal back in episode 16 of the series? Now, I did learn thanks to a comment that Zune confirmed Aya didn't have wings. One mystery solved, but we still got to deal with Magi. Now, in this Twitter feed, which was posted on Reddit, talks about Aya's wings. Not only that, but also mentions Magi's ears, and Zune said, "I'll leave it to your imagination." In the event she didn't, I still believe she would have at least human-like ears if nothing else. I mean, how else would she be able to hear then? So while this is a mystery, I'm hoping Momiji has some ears in the shape or form. Number 2. I haven't talked about Eren in a while, which means it's a good time to do so. Aside from being a bloody genius and a freaking immortal, our lovely doctor got some mad skills in magic. In Imperishable, if you didn't know, when the girls learned of the fake moon, it was Eren who replaced the real moon with a fake one that was able to mislead the girls with an illusion. According to our genius, doing this was hardly her most powerful magic, meaning that she is able to use other types of sorcery that are far stronger than this. It makes sense if you think about it. Eren's been alive for a long time. Was the sage of the moon, and as you already know, a genius. Not only that, she taught the Witotsuki sisters as well. When you have 2 pupils who can beat Reimu, Marissa, Sakya, and Remili easily, and not just that, but make Yukari surrender because she knew she couldn't beat Torihime in direct combat, then I'm sure your lessons aren't purely just on books. Number 1. Speaking of strength, let's talk about Yukari and her powers. I'm not talking about her gap ability, but her power levels compared to the cast. Yukari isn't the strongest as proven with the last fact. The Witotsuki sisters and Iki are stronger than her. Yes, the bloody Yama would defeat Yukari, but Iki's case is far more ambiguous, and it could just mean that it would be pointless to argue with the Yama. For those who are equal to her strength, Suika and Yuji would be at there. I want to talk about a few more things showcasing Yukari's strength. In Curiosity, Rinosuke swings a mallet at a Game Boy because he thought it was a doomsday device. Yeah, don't ask. But anyway, Yukari blocked it with one hand. He was surprised and commented how a small and slender feminine hand could have done it. Mei Ling in Hiso Tensoko's win quotes notes that she felt resistance from Yukari's body, presumably after punching and kicking her a lot, to the point where she wondered if Yukari was wearing something else under that presumably delicate dress of hers. Yukari states in her own win quotes in Immaterial Missing Power that she has no weaknesses, and even shooting, cutting, stabbing, hitting, or killing her is useless. Damn, Yukari, cocky a little bit? But to be fair, if I were in your position, I'd be too. But yeah, lesson as if you couldn't really tell, fuck with Yukari and you're just plainly fucked. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Which facts were your favorite? Are you gonna check on your rabbit and see if it'll become a yokai? How strong do you think Eren is? And how much would you pay to see a 3-way battle between Yukari, Suika, and Yuji? Either way, this is Magi and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode.